We are often taught that human progress moves in a deliberate, flawless straight line, driven by brilliant minds in pristine white coats. But the history of our most important tools is shattered by clumsy hands, dropped tools, and researchers who just forgot to wash up before dinner. Tonight, we are going to explore the genius of these mistakes. So get comfortable, dim the lights, and adjust your pillow as we wander through the messy accidents that built our world. Let's start with a piece of rotting fruit. When Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, he had a problem. He could only produce it in tiny, polite amounts. He had found a miracle cure, but he lacked a way to actually give it to the world. By 1941, the search for a way to scale up production led researchers to a laboratory in Peoria, Illinois. The solution arrived when someone brought a moldy, forgotten cantaloupe from a local grocery store into the lab. This chart highlights the difference in output. That ordinary piece of fruit produced 200 times more penicillin than Fleming's original mold. This specific strain provided the foundation for mass production across the entire Allied front during World War II. That surge in production saved an estimated 200 million lives. The logistical bottleneck of a global war was solved by a piece of rotting lunch. In 1956, Wilson Greatbatch was attempting to build a device that could simply record the rhythms of a human heart. He reached into a parts box and accidentally grabbed a 1 mega-ohm resistor instead of the 10,000 ohm one his circuit required. This change in resistance transformed the device. Instead of recording, it began pulsing at 1.8-volt intervals, an electrical rhythm that perfectly mimicked a heartbeat. Greatbatch realized his mistake had created a way to keep a heart beating when the organ itself failed. This led to the first implantable pacemaker, which now sustains millions of people worldwide. If your eyes are feeling heavy, let the comfort of these happy accidents wash over you. A wrong answer can be exactly right, for a question nobody thought to ask. Close your eyes and let the chaos of innovation settle into the dark. In 1945, Percy Spencer was testing a radar magnetron that generated microwave radiation. While standing near the equipment, he noticed a chocolate bar in his pocket had completely melted. Curiosity led him to test popcorn kernels and an egg, which promptly exploded. These ruined snacks became the basis for the first commercial microwave oven. In 1839, Charles Goodyear was struggling with a similar problem, trying to make natural rubber stable enough to survive the heat and the cold. His breakthrough happened when he accidentally dropped a mixture of rubber and sulfur onto a hot stove. The heat bonded the materials into a flexible, durable rubber, proving that an unpredictable environment can sometimes finalize a formula that a scientist cannot. Sometimes the mistake is just gravity. A naval engineer once knocked over a set of tension springs and watched as one gracefully walked its way down a stack of books. In 1853, cook George Crumb was dealing with a restaurant guest who kept sending his fried potatoes back, complaining they were too thick. Out of professional spite, Crumb sliced a batch of potatoes as thin as he possibly could and fried them until they were rigid, specifically so they would be impossible to eat with a fork. The guest loved them. This petty act of culinary frustration created the potato chip, now a $10 billion global industry. The pacemakers keeping us alive, the tires on our cars, and the snacks in our pantries are monuments to human error. Innovation winds through a landscape of dropped springs and accidental fires. As you drift off to sleep, be thankful for the clumsy and the forgetful. Your biggest, messiest mistakes might just be the exact right answer to a question nobody has thought to ask yet.